Well, provide it, please, that's why we're here today.
I just gave you the evidence that it was not done properly.
Then give us the evidence that it was, please.
I'm not providing
That's all we
anything.
ask for, is the evidence.
This is not a question whether they have the information now. It's a question that they have it at the application.
And when they
at the point of
approved,
application,
they did not.
which is by the ordinance they were supposed to.
And it's done.
Of course, they could give it to you now.
After the fact.
Still ain't gonna give it to us, 'cause they don't care.
They're not giving anything.
If they were lying about it, they would have already explained it.
It needs to be tabled so you can get the facts for sure.
How long has this process been going on?
Which process are you talking about? The
This-
FILO process
yeah.
or the code
The
process?
whole.
They
this whole-
started their application, what's the date on the application, what's the first date?
FEMA was given in 22.
And when will we
May
notify?
1st of 2024 is when they initiated their application process.
And when will we be notified in 2025 of
I'm only
November?
speaking to you.
17 months later,
That
after
was
they approved it,
approved.
with 3 hearings that we didn't know about.
You can't approve something you don't have, and you don't have on that application is not complete. It's clearly black and white. So they didn't follow the ordinances, because they didn't have it.
And then they put it on their doorstep. This is unfair.
So it needs to go back to them to be processed.
That's what I think.
How many
Issue
pages?
an actual public notice.
How many pages
Give us an actual timeframe to
Of
show
our-
it.
of their application?
This information provided
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Mr. Chairman.
on this initial application, it has a couple of things on here that says to be determined or. Number of pounds. So when was that?
Whenever they finish their application. They can start an application and take whatever time they need to get all the information in. And then once all the information is received,
So this wasn't the final application, that was the initial.
They show us the final. That's what you gave us. That's what we paid $600 for.
Show me the file
Wait a
with
minute.
all
they
the
received
information
the
on it
entire
dated
packet
at the
that y'all
time of
received as
application.
well in the, now that information was in there because it was part of the initial
That
application.
application
We
actually
asked-
expires a year from July.
We asked your department head person, 2.5 weeks ago, how many panels were going on that property. And she said, we will not know until, probably won't know until they drive up with the truck and unload the truck.
that
So if
tells
you know
that
something we don't, then
That-
please
that
tell us.
can't be- He can't be telling the truth. If that's the case, because we were told that by your staff.
That a completed application essentially does not exist.
Is this how the other 17 that are in
Yes.
place have been handled?
Yes.
That's exactly how they've been handled. And go back to the federal law.
No panels.
If they haven't provided this information to our emergency personnel, how can they say they have a plan?
Can't.
On the existing 17 projects, much less the 17 to come. This is why we need a moratorium. Y'all been put in an awful position. There's already a problem at our doorstep that's in the ground, on the dirt, in this town right now. 17 more coming, and a mountain sitting on their desk waiting for approval. All around the state, that's not just here. We need a moratorium. This is too big for what we got going on right now.
Same thing happened in Lee County with the trash dump, and they had to buy all the property around it, so, in case it was to come to a neighborhood, is these companies gonna buy the houses back like the trash company did? Market value, they gonna buy the houses?
Or is the county gonna do it?
Was that part of 2030?
But you're talking about a water table, soil.
Well, this stuff.
You're talking about it, if it leaches into the drinking water and goes into the Petey River, and your neighbors below you
Got
and your
wetlands.
animals.
We've got, the whole area is surrounded by 8-foot ditches, maybe more than that, unless they pull with that all the time. We don't get the drainage, so we're gonna be sitting there with what crosses the road and goes in our soil and kills our people.
Just do the right thing. Just do the right thing.
It needs to go back to county council. It needs to be returned to the people that caused the problems.
You didn't make And she got to follow
to go back to county
You have to
council
follow
and have
the
an
ordinance.
actual real public hearing and hear the voices of the citizens that you work for.
Make them follow the ordinances, that's all we're asking. They didn't. You can deny it. Make them follow it, repeal the existing ordinances.
It's all about the dollar, and the dollar's not gonna save a life.
But you can.
Children that's gonna be faced with
It's
these.
not gonna keep our farms from being wasteland.
Do the right thing, please.
We really have.
It's right there in front of you.
Lots of times about chemicals and stuff. Nobody's presented me any evidence to that.
Which is why we're going back to that's why we're going back to the
I don't
ordinance.
like chemicals bad.
Is that not your job?
U.S.
Being part of the
Environmental
planning
Protection.
commission?
Sir, PFAS is also a contaminant that exists inside of solar panels. And Sumter is dealing with a PFAS situation that is a forever chemical. There are people who are dying from outside the perimeter of the base because PFAS has leached into the water table.
Was that from solar panels?
That was actually from products, I think jet fuel, that was disposed of by the military at the Air Force Base. So PFAS exists in other chemicals besides solar panels. But I'm sharing with you that PFOS, PFOS, exists inside of solar panels. They have a toxic characteristic leaching procedure test, TCLP test for that. It's all on EPA, but you have to go and look at EPA, EPA.gov. It's there. Please look. Are you familiar with the test with which I'm referring?
Ma'am, this isn't really a discussion.
Okay, fair enough.
If you have research, that you know the answer to these things.
Okay, it's willful ignorance.
If your job is to make sure that they follow the ordinances, we brought you proof they did not. And it's not your fault they didn't, but it is your authority to do something about that. It's your responsibility to do something about that.
I think we need to go back to council to make this decision and put the burden on
Right.
us.
Anyway, again, I really am sorry, but at this point, they have done everything and checked on it.
But they did not. We keep telling you that over and over. You can keep saying that all day, but we're giving you the evidence they did not. We're handing it to you.
It says it.
Give us 60 days at least.
Right.
We're handing it to you. If we get it to you sooner, guess what? If we find stuff, they fill in the blanks in the meantime.
And look, they still could have done that. They could have said something right now and haven't. There's people in this room that know the answer to the questions that we're asking, and they're silent.
I got the answer.
This is a very small representation of the citizens that are following this, and they want answers. It's not, you can look at us and send us home mad or whatever, but this is a very small representation that has grown into a multi-county group that want answers, that are demanding answers from our lawmakers, from our representatives,
Our
to
council.
why you're breaking the law, and we're having to pay for it. The answer to this gentleman back here, your taxes are gonna go up. But the solar company gets tax credits. How is that right?
They got them years ago.
Right.
Read your mission statement. It doesn't fit.
Mr. White, I know your family background is farming.
Yes,
I know that they would want you to do the right thing. I do believe that. I know several members of your family, and they were good, honest people, that if they felt like someone was being done wrong, they're right. And I really believe that it's in your hands to right whatever you're wrong for us.
Just give us the time.
there's, in planning, there's this thing called NIMBY, N-I-M-B-Y, not in my backyard. Everybody wants
It ain't gonna help you.
Sausage, but nobody
It's
wants
not
to-
gonna do
It's
nothing
not
for
to
you
do
electric
with it being in your backyard, it's
Chicken,
what's
nobody
gonna
wants
be.
chicken houses in their backyard.
Sir, you know that this really does not help, the solar
And-
panels don't really help us with our electricity.
Not
Right.
one.
I mean,
Already
we already
proven.
know
You're right.
that.
I grew up on a farm, been in my family 90 years. When the Interstate 20 came through, it cut right through that farm. We didn't have any choice in that matter either. Now I have to listen to.
But you have a choice now
Listen to
because you're
cars.
sitting.
Yeah, yeah, he did, they
Yeah.
bought some land from me, they gonna buy our land? They, when,
No, I just feel like that, looking at you and knowing your family, I think they would tell you the best thing you could do would be send it back to the county, Brian, and let them make a proper decision. It has not been made. It has, people can lie to you and put a straight face nowadays and never think. But I truly believe in my heart that you are probably the main one here that could affect sending this back to council and letting us, give us some time to be able to present our case before them and then come back to you.
Allow them to follow the ordinances, because they have not. One man saying it has, one man saying they did, when the facts are in front of you, does not make it right. So we're begging you to do the right thing and send it back to county council to follow the ordinances. He got it approved through county council by bullying some of them into voting a certain way to get it through under the darkness of the process, because no one in the area even knew it was coming till it had been approved. Guys, how would you like that in your family, to your children or your grandchildren? I don't think you'd be happy with it at all. You'd be sitting on this side with us as well. The shadow of night is over for Darlington County. And we need to do what's right